look who I found at the park. He doesn't want to give up too much of the vocal cords because the big concert is Saturday night. John and his High Plains Drifters are going to be playing with the Wyoming Symphony. How excited are you?
Oh, I'm thrilled. This is the opportunity of a lifetime.
Some of the stuff you'll be singing, so some of it folks will remember from...
Yeah, it's stuff that we've had for, a little over a decade now. A lot of stuff off our first album that we put out back in 2010, and going kind of with an outlaw, anti-hero, spaghetti western theme.
You can never go wrong with that, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But this is the old home digs in a way, and where catch me up just a little. You moved out of town.
I moved out of town. I moved up north to Sheridan, but it's still Wyoming, and I've always said Wyoming's just a small town with really long streets.
Did you make that one up, or
I might have?
You might as well claim it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Dibs.
By the way, these guys are amazing in concert. What fun this is going to be.
Yes.
Now, you might say to yourself, all right, so how will this go with the symphony? Is the symphony playing back up to any of this?
They're playing back up to all of them. I've sent them
get out of here
15 tunes, and a couple of orchestrators out of Colorado took what I sent them in my recordings and writings and arranged and orchestrated full symphonic pieces and scores.
That is fantastic. Now, okay, it's one thing to kind of concoct this thing, but you've practiced with them now, right?
Well, we haven't practiced with them yet. We're practicing this evening and then tomorrow, and then it's showtime. But they've contracted and hired out all professional musicians, and we're trying to be as professional as we can too, and we're going to go for it.
I can't. It just sounds like fun. First off, and aren't you just a little curious how it's all going to come together?
Oh man, yeah. Like I've been kind of had this image in my mind, and kind of it's like until we do our sound check and everything with them, I'm like I don't really know. But once it comes together, either the nerves are just going to multiply or they're just going to go away.
Well, you're going to have a great crowd tonight. They're all going to be rooting for you. We'll be rooting for you.
Thank you.
It's going to be fantastic. First of all, everything you've done to this point has been very creative, so I don't doubt the creativity is going to come out. So there's the chairs in the background.
Yeah.
We've got a little extra stage.
Get stage
and
get lighting, and then...
Let me ask you, is this something like you've always dreamed of, having a whole big group behind you?
Totally. And it's all, I grew up watching the Wyoming Symphony Orchestra. My mom played in it for years when I was a kid and all the way up, and my mom was an orchestra teacher. My dad was an orchestra teacher and a band teacher. So it's something I always saw and went to all the performances as a kid. And I even played an orchestra as my first instrument was the violin. And so grew up in kind of a setting like this, but then started writing and creating, pop music and stuff like that. And, but like I said, with some of these original tunes that I wrote, and I've always had kind of a vision for, an orchestra on some of this. And
will there be family here tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to have my mom and dad. I've got some family coming down from Colorado.
My God!
Yeah, and my wife and my daughters and family just kind of coming all over. And with our band, Chris has got some family. They're driving down from North Dakota. I've got family coming from Montana and people coming up from Texas. And so it's going to be pretty cool.
If you don't have a ticket yet, snag one. They're really affordable, but I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a full night of entertainment. John, thanks for talking with us.
Thanks.
We can't wait.
It's exciting. Thanks for having me.